Watch and burn. It is really eerie out here for some reason. It's really nice out too. I'm starting to overheat, but it's really quiet. Anyways, so tonight I am here to discuss Nirvana's final release, and that is 1994's Unplugged. I feel like this is the one that sort of kicked off every Nirvana, every MTV Unplugged, no matter how undeserved it may be. There's some bands in there that were unplugged that were kind of unplugged to begin with. And it's like, the point of the Unplugged thing was to take a heavier, crazier band like Nirvana and just have them rework all their material acoustically. You know, and that's a great idea. You'd be awesome if they'd done Tourette's and milk it. But that was the point. It was to take crazier music and sort of simplify it and give it a whole new sort of like lease on life. Some of the unplugs that have happened, it was like, that band was quiet enough. What the fuck are they unplugged for? You're already unplugged. You got to plug in first before you can unplug, motherfucker. You know? So, yeah, I mean, this thing, my dad must have played this record 10,000 times. Like when I was a kid and my parents would be cleaning the house and I'd be waking up, when I heard "Where Did You Sleep Last Night," I knew that the house was just about cleaned because the two of them together could only take about an hour and a bit. And so, because they did it so much, and I know they did it a ton, because whenever they did it, they had this record playing, because my dad was like so obsessed with this. And so when you'd hear "Where Did You Sleep Last Night," which is a fucking brilliant way to close out this album, just as I'd be waking up, I'd know that the house cleaning was finished, and they wouldn't expect me to help. And yeah, I mean, this record's amazing. I mean, what's on here again? The Man Who Sold the World, Penny Royalty. God, I love that version. Fucking Something in the Way is on here. I love Plateau and Lake of Fire. They're not even fucking... The Plateau was an old Meat Puppet song, I think, and Lake of Fire, I think that was Johnny Cash, I think. And then All Apologies was amazing. And of course, Where Did You Sleep Last Night? And Cobain's voice was built for this sort of acoustic play, which we already knew. It wasn't that uncanny for him to go acoustic because off the top of my head, I could think of Polly, you know. So Nirvana worked acoustically, but they were sort of seen as the preeminent sort of wild grunge band because Nirvana knew how to get fast and Nirvana knew how to get heavy, whereas... You know, the guys in Pearl Jam, that wasn't really their thing. I don't know how the fuck Pearl Jam got pulled into this anyways. Pearl Jam aren't grunge. Grunge is punk. Pearl Jam couldn't be further from that. And I'm not saying that to insult them. They're no more punk than I Am Polka. You know what I mean? That's not Pearl Jam's thing. So, I don't remember what the point I was trying to make was. I completely spaced there. Something about Pearl Jam in relation to Nirvana. I don't know. I've completely blanked. So I'm probably just going to stop talking. Because I have found that when my train of thought flatlines, it tends to just go downhill from there. Next thing you know, I'll be ranting about some nonsense that doesn't make sense. Yeah, so... I'm stopping. So thank you so much for hanging out with me for just a little over 3.5 minutes while I attempted to say something intelligent and insightful about Nirvana's final release, and that is 1994's Unplugged. I failed pretty much totally at that because I didn't say anything of value. So, yeah. So if you don't think I said anything of value, don't forget to do something nice for somebody. But like always, don't forget that the world is actually a better place because you are here, okay? You matter. You're important. I know it feels like you're probably alone, but Jesus fucking Christ, are you not? I'm gonna go. Have a good night, guys.